Welcome back to Flappy Pappy, and it's our little, oh thank you sweetie, it's our Mistletoe's first birthday, and we're going to actually cook her up a quick breakfast here. It's kind of late in the morning, but these guys got started early today, and they were running and flapping and then went right back to sleep, so I don't think they're going to mind too much, but yeah, we wanted to celebrate Mistle's first birthday with you all and tell you all about her while we cook them a nice delicious little meal, so come on with us. There you go, baby. So of course Mistletoe was really excited to get her birthday started, and they actually, well, your balls are getting thrown at me right now to throw. She was very excited to get her birthday started, and they've actually been running around and have already gone back to bed once this morning. So we're doing a late breakfast, but nevertheless, we're celebrating the first year of our little Mistletoe, and you know, unfortunately, we don't actually know her birthday. We found out about her at the end of November last year after Thanksgiving. Temperatures had dropped to 0, and our vet had called us saying, hey, there's this tiny little puppy in overflow up in Kentucky. Can you go and get her? And of course, you know, we look at each other and we're like, great, we're going to get a puppy. But nevertheless, she was a sweet little baby. We don't know what her story was, but we figure she was at most a month old when we took her in, you know, all of maybe 5 pounds. And so we just kind of went ahead and said, well, great, we'll call her birthday November 1st, just so we can have something to go by. And so we've been just trying to take care of her all this time and raise her to be the little sweetums that she came in being. I mean, this little girl just came in tongue first, love me, love me, love me. And, you know, Sebastian and Luna needed a little convincing. Sebastian was pretty excited, and, you know, just from when she came in, his little tail was wagging and butt wiggling. He was excited to have a little puppy, but Luna, of course, needed a little more convincing. She is our pack alpha, and she is dedicated to me in particular in a very strong way. So she saw this little usurper and was like, who are you? What are you doing in my home? And what are your intentions? And I know, sweetie, it's coming. She's upset because I just took one of the toys away because they were going a little too crazy in the background. So we're going to get your breakfast made, baby. I know you're hungry now. You've been playing... I've been playing since about 5:30, so she knew it was her birthday. She was ready to get going, so we are going. So hey, why don't we go ahead and get some heat turned on here? We're going to fry up some eggs to add to their kibble while we celebrate our little miso all week long here. Unfortunately, we have a pretty busy week. We like to usually bake them cakes, and we're going to try and bake one for her this weekend. And of course, you know, making it all with, it's usually kind of an applesauce cake, that sort of thing. All ingredients that are good and healthy and safe for dogs. And that way it's also something we get to enjoy with them too. But she's just a little sweetums. She desperately needed a home, and we were ready for her. Oh, baby, come here. Come on, jump up. Jump up. It's going to be okay, baby. Don't touch that. That's hot. You're a good girl. I love you, Miso. It's coming, baby. So, of course, it was a nice cold winter day when we got our sweet little Mistletoe home and, you know, wrapped her up immediately, trying to take care of her, you know, just getting her adjusted to her new environment. Again, Sebastian, you know, he was all in as soon as he met her. And Luna figured it out pretty quick, but she definitely had a few stare-down moments of, you know, what are you doing in my house? But she realized that this was just a little sweetums that just needed love and needed a home. Kind of like she did at one time when she was a baby. Mistletoe has just been growing all year long. We want to make sure, especially she got taken away from her mother so young, we kept her on a steady diet of milk for, I think, you know, a solid 6 months or so before she finally kind of lost interest in it. But even keeping it just as a side dish to her kibble and all the rest, she was all for it, and we wanted to make sure she got as much of that as she could, since she didn't get, you know, as much as she should have from her mother. So we wanted to try and fill in anywhere we could there and give her all the things that, you know, a little growing puppy needs. Everything we do is to make sure that these dogs get the best life possible and get to grow up and be happy and live out their days without getting shuttled through shelters and all the rest. You know, it's just, it's a really sad thing how many puppies go without homes, and we're just here trying to share how wonderful it is giving a home to those dogs. So hopes that maybe a few of them might find a home. They're just, dogs need love. Everybody needs love, but dogs in particular really need love. They're pack animals, and they don't get to stay with their own packs. You know, they've got to make up for it somewhere. and just smother and love. Hold them, hug them, kiss them. Let them know that you have them. They're going to be taken care of, and they're never, ever going to have to go through whatever they went through earlier in their life again. That's simple love and dedication. We need a little bit more of that, don't we? Kibble is sometimes we're not really that interested in today, Dad, kind of thing. So when you cover it in a little bacon grease, it becomes an instant win with any dog. But here we can just mix in our eggs. Portioned out here. We got the 2 bigger bowls for the big guys and a little bit less for our sweet miso. Save a little for myself. We can mix all this in. Help miso keep growing. We haven't weighed her recently. It's probably been at least a month, but she was 65 pounds, and since then she's certainly had another growth spurt and is noticeably taller than she was before. We would guesstimate that she's got to be at least 80 pounds at this point. So 1 year, 80 pounds for what we believe is an English Mastiff, maybe mix. We think that she's an English Mastiff, most specifically one, her paws were huge when she came in. We knew she was going to be a big one. But it was also, we learned about GERD, G-E-R-D. I'm forgetting a lot of the acronym right now, but it's a gastrointestinal issue. Basically, she produces a little too much stomach acid, and at night, you'll hear her, licking, and unfortunately, it's just going to be a natural thing for her, and with most any English Mastiff, as I understand it. And we simply combat that by keeping them up on probiotics, meaning Greek yogurt, and then honey actually is really beneficial, helps coat their throat, and make sure that all those things stay down where they should. And in that way, yes, it's a minor issue for her, and just something that we can just keep in check, simply by giving them little treat cups of yogurt and honey. I mean, it's really that easy. A little English Mastiff, or I shouldn't say little, I mean, if we're right, even being female, she could very easily outgrow even Sebastian. Both he and Luna are hovering about 115 pounds, give or take. And although Luna is much smaller than Sebastian still, it's just her muscles are huge. She is just ripped. It's unbelievable, this girl. And Missile seems to be kind of following after her mama, because she just runs circles around them now. And you can just feel her, when she grab her front shoulders and stuff. I mean, the girl is just ripped. It's like, kid, I got to keep up with you. When are you lifting weights without me? When did that start? So to be a year old and be that physically fit, where she's doing barrel rolls and diving underneath the big guy's legs and just running circles around him a lot of times. And the videos we posted recently where Missile's doing laps in the front and she gets her crazies out. All right, puppies, puppy breakfast. Here's Sebastian. Puppy breakfast. Chew it up, Pappy. Luna, puppy breakfast. And then Miso. And that's one of the fun things. Her name's Mistletoe, but when you say Missile or Miso, it started sounding like miso soup, and of course we love that. So it's kind of her other little nickname is Miso. Here, sweetie, here's your birthday breakfast. Here, baby, come chew it up. Good girl. Good girl, Luna. I got Vera taking a nap in the sun. She's a happy mama herself. Raising this band of hooligans we've got. That good puppy breakfast, Luna? That good, honey? Oh, you're a good girl, Luna. How is it, Missile? Chew it up, baby. Is that tasty? Happy birthday, Missile. You're such a good girl, Miso. We love you. And Luna's happy, and Pappy's happy. But yeah, that's our story. Raising these dogs, giving them good homes, trying to share as much as we can about them, and all the fun things we're doing and everything else. We love them, and we're going to keep going, save as many more lives as we can. And we'll share the stories and share the love with you all, and we hope you all follow along, and we'll be back again soon with more. And we hope Missile's had a wonderful day, and send any love you can there. Wish her happy birthday too. She's just a little sweetums that needed a home, and we're doing the best by her that we can. and we think she's pretty happy too. So gotta be doing something right. But anyway, thank you so very much for watching. We hope to see you again soon. And happy birthday, Miso.